They doubted. Oh, all the shit talking online, man. All the people that were just talking nothing but stuff online, like, oh, Disney's gonna ruin Daredevil. They're gonna mess Daredevil up. Daredevil's gonna be absolutely horrible. They're not gonna understand the dark tones and the dark themes. They're gonna tone down the fights. Matt Murdoch isn't gonna be the person that he was before. Everything's gonna be absolutely fucking garbage and dog shit. I'm here to say, outside of a few wonky animations, these first two episodes were absolutely fantastic. They absolutely nailed the feeling from the Netflix show. It's dark. It's just as gritty. It's only going to get better as we get introduced to more and more and more characters. First off, the opening for um episode 1 is fantastic. If you wanted to ever portray a city as being dark and grimy, you got to take the Gotham approach. You got to show some type of building dark with gothic architecture and a slow zoom out or a slow zoom in showing chaos on the streets and people running around through the shadows. That's how you let people know that the area of town that you're talking about or you're trying to portray in your film is truly fucked up. Now, in regards to Foggy, I had kind of called that he was going to be the person that died. Because I remember I was watching I believe it was the reveal trailer, or if not the reveal trailer, there's like this shot of Matt on the roof where he lets the mask go. And I remember there was a body on the floor, and it was the outline of a dude. And the words that came out of my mouth at that point in time were, they definitely killed Foggy Nelson in episode 1. And we're going to be seeing some type of apparition or some type of mental image of him in the future as this essentially goes on. But having Bullseye be the one to pull that trigger, first off, I like how my man Bullseye was moving, because that literally set the tone for just how absolutely insane and dark this was going to be. Snipes Foggy, walks up, is about to shoot Karen. Two police officers step out, snipe, headshots. Walks up, about to sniper. Matt shows up. They're fighting. First off, the choreography for the fight, and I did say this before, I feel as though they're leaning from, we saw this in She-Hulk. For those of you who watched She-Hulk, I was one of them. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the ending. Let me get that clear, because I feel as though people are gonna hear, oh, he enjoyed She-Hulk. His opinion doesn't matter. I enjoyed She-Hulk. I fucking despise the ending of She-Hulk. Um, I feel as though they're leaning more into the comic book fights in regards to the hero and the villain. At least the fight in the bar kind of felt comic booky to me, whereas the fight in episode 2 between him and the police officers felt a lot more like the fight in the Netflix version of Daredevil, like the seasons that we got on Netflix. But outside of that, watching Matt just have all of these knives just all over his body, just hunting that man down. He was hunting Bullseye's ass up those steps. But the entire time that he's hunting him, he's listening to Foggy's heartbeat, and it's distracting him. It's making it so that he's not landing the punches he needs to. He's allowing Poindexter to hit him at points where he really shouldn't be getting hit, because he's constantly listening to both Foggy's heartbeat and Karen crying over Foggy as she attempts to essentially save him. And then they get on the roof, and it's a fantastic shot. It's literally, I think it might be one of my favorite scenes. Um I would definitely put it up there as one of my favorite scenes from every type of Daredevil media we've received, from the Netflix side, the She-Hulk side, and then this as well, where he has Bullseye by the throat, and he's listening still to Foggy's heartbeat, and then Foggy's heartbeat stops, and then the moment it stops, he just shoves him off the top of the roof. Like it's so cold, because when it happens, You know it's going to happen, but it still shocks you. It still catches you off guard. And there's a part of him that was listening to, because you also hear Bullseye's heartbeat when he's laying on the ground, and there's a part of him that's listening to Bullseye's heartbeat. He wants to hear Bullseye basically die, and then he resuscitates, and there's like this sigh that he didn't get the job done. That Poindexter is still here, and he takes the mask off. His buddy sees him, he throws it off the roof. Love it, cinema, as they would say, absolute fucking cinema. That is the way to set the tone for your show. The introduction of White Tiger is something that you see on the TV screen in the background. The fact that he's pretty much lore accurate with the whole mystical amulet, which is super dope as hell. His introduction later on in episode 2, the discussion between Matt and Fisk, where it's kind of like it's kind of like that scene from The Walking Dead with Daryl. No, it wasn't Daryl. What the hell was his name? The guy who used to drive the RV, Dale, with Dale, where he talks to Shane and he's like, I know the type of man that you are. It really had tones of that, where Wilson's trying to sell him on bullshit, Fisk is trying to sell him on bullshit, and Matt isn't trying to hear it. He's like, we've been here before, brother. We've been here before. When I beat you the first time, we were here again when you sided with the FBI, and I beat you the second time, and here we are the third time, and this time you're mayor with the coverage of essentially the political the political coverage, essentially, where you have police officers, FBI, and all these other type of government agencies that are willing to protect you, and it's not just your thugs in the East End. That is a fantastic discussion where both of them basically lay their cards on the table. Where Matt's trying to sell Wilson on the lie that he's no longer Daredevil, and Wilson's trying to sell Matt on the lie that he's no longer Kingpin. And then eventually we're going to have both of these men just shrug that shit off and go back to who they are and what they do best. And I absolutely cannot fucking wait. Episode 2, also fucking good. The like I said, the introduction of White Tiger, him being jammed up, discovering that his existence is because Daredevil basically stopped operating in Hell's Kitchen, so the crime rate basically exploded. It's the equivalent of Batman, which is something that the Batman touches on. He can't be everywhere, but it's the fear that at any point in time you might be the person that he steps out of the shadows and beats the shit out of, is what keeps a lot of people in line. That fear not being there anymore because nobody's seen him in an entire year, which has caused the entire situation to explode. That's great. That is a very, very great direction to essentially take. The corrupt cops angle again. I'm wondering where my boy is. The black detective. I can't remember his name, but he was the detective. Well, he was the beat cop in season 1. Then he was the detective in season 2 and 3, and then he's the one that basically arrests Wilson Fisk at the end of that season. Where my man at? Nobody knows where he's at. I haven't seen him yet. He hasn't popped up in any way, shape, or form. On a side note, the homegirl running around, it's great to see that another Ulrich is running around, at least the granddaughter. And I'm really waiting for the reveal where it's either going to be Kingpin that lets her know, I killed your granddaddy, or it's going to be somebody else that lets her know he killed your granddaddy. But I'm essentially waiting for that reveal to basically happen. It's going to be great because right now she's really for Fisk because she wants to harness all of this good energy that he's got around his campaign, where people believe that he'll be able to bring change, and she wants to basically tap into that energy and help him bring that change. But discovering that he's the person that basically killed her granddaddy, it's going to lead to a situation where she's basically going to go out of her way to destroy Fisk in every way, shape, and form. And I can't wait for that to happen as well. Karen fucking off to California, it fits. She did that in the comics. I more or less expected her to do that here. I like the fact that it didn't go the route where she was like a drug-addled prostitute. Thank God. Deborah Ann Woll deserves way better than that for a season arc for a character. But I am hoping that in some way, shape, or form she comes back. I could have sworn in one of the trailers her and Matt are having sex in his apartment. I could be wrong, but at the same time, I've noticed things that other people don't notice, so I could also be right. We shall wait and see. Now, the final fight of episode 2 is fucking amazing. It is great. And I love it so much because my man was trying so hard. He was getting his ass whooped. And he was trying so hard not to be that guy. He was like, guys, please, come on, please. Like, come on, let me go, please. And then finally, when they pulled the gun out, he was like, okay, I tried to warn you. Snap, 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 snap. Grab, smash, smash, smash. Grab. That guy is dead, right? He's got to be dead. His boy just got knocked out. I mean, his arm got snapped, and then he got knocked out. But his boy got knocked out. But the other guy, nah, buddy, your head got smashed into that wall like 3 times. Then he picked you up and dropped you by your neck onto the floor. You are dead. 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 DOA. On arrival. You were dead the instant your face slammed into the floor. Another really, really cool side note is the fact that we've gotten references to both Echo, and then we also got references to She-Hulk. We also got references to Spider-Man, which is cool as hell. Marvel, listen to me. You have a chance here where Matt can beat Fisk, but Fisk remains mayor. You have a chance here to make the coldest panel, the coldest Spider-Man panel that didn't happen in a Spider-Man comic. You have the chance to make the coldest panel happen, where Wilson Fisk asks Matt Murdoch, what do you have? Who do you have on your side? And he's like, I've got all the defenders of New York. And the camera pans up, and my boy Spider-Man is sitting in the shadows, eyes glowing on a spider web, chilling. Marvel, listen to me. We have a chance to make this real. We have a chance in this season. Please, give it to us. Please. I'm begging you. That would be the you keep dropping these Spider-Man hints. Go ahead and give me my boy. I beg. Please. That would be the coldest panel. The coldest moment in the entire show. Just Daredevil's talking his shit, and Wilson's like, man, you just one dude. I'm the entirety of New York and all of the underground crime families. Who you got in your corner? And it just slowly pans up. And there's my man Peter Parker chilling. Like he up in his he up in his web chilling, just looking down, and then you give him like the little squint where the glasses are they glasses now? I think they're like shades or lenses now, where the lenses contract and they get like a little bit smaller. Go ahead and give me that. Just go ahead and give me that. Like I'm signed up. I'm locked in. Go ahead and give it to me. I'm happy as hell. But fantastic episodes. Episode 1, episode 2, absolutely fucking great. I loved them. I'm really happy at the fact that they are moving a lot of these shows releases to reasonable hours. Before, staying up until 3 a.m. was not conductive. I'm an old ass man. I'm old as hell. I ain't got the energy like I used to, man. Like this shit is exhausting. But it's super dope that these shows are now at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I can catch them. I can do the content. I can upload it the next day. But we're going to be on the Daredevil train again. I've got to get back onto the comic book train. I got busy and I kind of fell off. We have so many episodes and issues to catch up of the entirety of the Absolute Universe. But we're gonna see where we get in regards to that. Oh my god, I also have an episode of I think I'll skip the solo leveling review. Yeah, I think we're gonna skip the solo leveling review for this week, and we're just gonna do one for next week, since I think next week is the beginning of the Jeju raid, and it's also the sparring match between the S ranks. So that's gonna be dope as hell to see when that drops this Saturday. Maybe I'll end up waking up tomorrow and do an episode for solo leveling. Who knows? We'll see. But let me know what you guys think about Daredevil Born Again episode 1 and 2. Comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.